All right, what we're going to do today is to tie a feathered Clouser fly. Some people like to call them a half and half, half Lefty's Deciever. The back end is Lefty's Deciever, and the front end is Bob Clouser's Clouser Minnow. I like to tie these with long feathers so that you end up with a fly that's about 8 or 9 inches long. And depending on the width of the feathers that you put in here, will determine how thick it is in the middle. You can tie them with long, thin feathers and make this look like an eel, or you can tie them with relatively thicker and more bodied feathers and make it look like a big bunker. But these are excellent flies to use for striped bass, big, large striped bass that we find around here in the fall. So with that, we'll start out. And what I like to do is I like to tie these on rather large hooks. I like to use the Orvis 9034 hook. It's a very sharp hook, very sharp right out of the box, and this is a 4/0 hook. So with that, we'll start out, and you put yourself a nice base, just like you normally do for a Clouser. And I like to make my own eyes, and I have another video that shows how to do that. But we'll use one of these red eyes right here. But I've got the beige colored, pink ones, chartreuse, yellow, white, any color that you can think of. You can turn these in. And this eye is a 1/10 ounce eye, lead eye. So with that, we'll start out and put it on the hook. Now we're going to pick out some feathers, and I like to take these long feathers, and we'll put 3 going one direction, 3 going the other of one color. And so I'll take there's 2 of them. I need to get one more. Get one more here. There's 3 of those. And we'll get 3 red ones. And just reach in there and pull them out. There's 1, 2, 3. And we'll do together. And what you do is you take them so that the bend, you can see here the dull side is the inside, and so you have that side facing outwards so that they flare out. Let's see how long we want to make them. Cut off the stems, and we'll just tie these right on here on one side, and wrap the thread back up behind the eyes, and then we'll put these 3 here. These are much more pronounced. You can see how dull that side is. Well, that's the side that you want to have facing out, so they'll flare out, so that in the current, the current will force these feathers together, and it'll actually pulsate in the water. Get 3 more red ones and put them on the other side, and then put the 3 black ones on the closer side. And 1 more. side. And I've alternated them. I've made a red, black type thing here, so to add a little bit to the fly. But you can make it any kind of pattern that you want, and any different colors. You can mix all these different colors in here. Make for there's two, one more. There we go. And again, you have the dull side facing out. And put these in here. And then I like to paint this with some Sally Henson stuff all the way around. And we'll tighten that all down and bring it back up. So you should have something so you can see how these feathers flare out, and then in the water the current will force these together, and then when you stop they'll flare out again. So anytime you give this fly a pause, these feathers will flare out and will make it actually look like it is alive. So, all right, and now from now on it's just a matter of tying a regular Clouser pattern with one little wrinkle. I put some cheeks in the Clouser pattern to fill in this little bend, this open area here. If you didn't put these cheeks in here, if you didn't put this pink area here on this particular fly, there would be a big opening between the shank and the black top. So I like to fill in here, fill that in. So we'll get some. Then make sure that it's all centered. It is. Move it back just a little bit there. There we go. So there. That's the bottom part, and now we'll put some cheeks in, and this will be bright red for the cheeks. But again, you can put pink in there. You can put any, or you can put all this all black, all different kinds of color combinations you can use to make this fly. A little bit too many there. Tie these right in, right behind the eye, where you tie these in at. You just kind of make sure that it all blends together. Yeah. And flip it around the other side. And tie in some more bright red. Now we need to put some flash in there. And so we'll come in here and get out some flash. And take about 6 or 7 strands of this flash material. And put it right in here, and I tie one on one side of the hook and the other on the other side of the hook, and flip it around and do it again. And some of these longer pieces here. There. Now we want to tie on the gills, which will be red. So I'll tie off this black thread, and it's all going to get overwrapped anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You tie that off, get out some red, and you tie in the red here right behind the eyes. Make sure that the red is covering up all the threads all the way around. And do some half hitches here to tie this off. And put some Sally Henson in there. There, now all we need to do is put some long black on here and for the top, and that will be it. Sure that it's centered. There we go. Taper this in. Half hitches here. There. Put some Sally Henson on there. There you have it. It's a nice fly that will go through the water, and the current will force this together, and this will look just flat alive. It will be act just like it's alive.